What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I'm your energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. A Scorpio could be significant. Aries. What's up, Aries? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do your general reading. I'm going to pull 2 oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin. You could have somebody that is hating on you because you're an Aries. You know, the characteristics of an Aries. Somebody might not like that you're confident, that you're strong. You know, that you are a leader in some way, that you don't back down, that you have respect, that you have discipline, that you're strong, that you have leadership qualities, that you have a lot of masculine energy. Sex does not matter. You are, you're very assertive, you're direct, okay? Someone's just in this like, okay, well, then you're mad that I'm an Aries. You're mad that I'm Aries. That's who I am, okay? So, yes, I feel like somebody is hating on the fact that, on who you are. I feel like they're hating on you because they don't even know who they are, or they can't be themselves. Anybody who's hating on somebody else who is being themselves is because they can't be themselves. They don't feel strong enough. They're too weak and for them to be themselves. But you aren't. And you show a lot of strength when you're willing to step into the room as yourself. When you accept yourself, you are more stronger than anybody in that room. You feel me? And you could be stronger. And I don't care. I don't care the biggest muscle person, the person that they got 7,000 PhDs. It doesn't matter. You are automatically smarter and stronger than anybody in that room who is lacking self-confidence, self-worth, self-love, and sureness of oneself. A lot of you guys are sure of yourself. You will walk up in anywhere with your freaking SpongeBob socks on. You don't care. And you will look good doing it. And people hate you for that. I remember there was somebody on live the other day that was like, oh, you know, you're so childish. You're doing, you know, what do they say? You're acting like a child, you know. You're living up to the Aries or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I get in touch with my inner child, yeah. And I bet you're a bitter mother effer with a stick up your ass. That's exactly what I said to that person. Cause you're mad because I'm acting like my inner child. That's what you're mad about. That's what you're mad about? Like, you're over there bitter and mean? Like, you know, it could be the same situation. Like, someone's just mad because you're happy and you're enjoying life and they don't know what that is. They have a stick so far up their ass that they don't even enjoy life. They can't. Of course you can. Anyways. First card you have is community in reverse, all right? With wealth, number 11, okay? So, I feel like there's people around you that don't like you where you work at, or just people around you, okay? The community, people around you, they don't like you, all right? I feel like people do not have good intentions for you. Sudden wealth is here. I feel like you're making more money than them. You're more solid than them. I feel like you're more successful than them. I feel like you have a lot of luck in your life, and that's why they don't like you, okay? Because I feel like in that community, you have to be miserable. You have to be sad. You have to be broke. You have to be in lack in order for them to like you. So they don't like you because you're successful, Aries. Well, that means you don't belong in that community. That means it's time for you to go. Y'all mad because I'm successful and y'all not? How about y'all start picking up a damn book? The Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Tower, and the King of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Three of Wands in reverse, the Death card, and the Fool. Aries energy here, Scorpio energy here, okay? Yeah, with the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles, I feel like your intuition is telling you, like, yo, you're solid all around. Like, just because you could be wondering, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, what is really wrong with them? Let me tell you what's wrong with them. They see you as a practical leader. They see you as somebody who has prosperity. They see you as somebody who is in business. You could be a business owner, whatever. They see you as somebody who has security. They see you as somebody who is a provider. They see you as somebody who is abundant. They see you as somebody who is reliable, safe, kind, protective, and sensual. They see you as that, and they're not that at all. That's it. That's it. Period. That's all it is, Aries. They're so freaking small-minded. The Tower and the King of Wands in reverse. There is going to be an unexpected shift that's going to happen with these people, and it's going to piss you off, okay? Three of Wands in reverse, the Death card, and the Fool. But this is to happen to get you to just say, fuck it. I'm done with this, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do here. Because you've been kind of delaying this here, you know? But it's like, it's like, okay. It's like something is going to happen because it's like, something is going to get out of hand is what I feel, okay? Because the universe wants you to know, no, this is actually a problem. Like, you know, maybe you're just like, oh, haters gonna hate, you know, which is true, they are, you know. But I feel like with the Tower here, it's gonna show you like this is gonna cause like it's gonna be an interruption, an interference, whatever. You're going to have to do something here because like it's crazy. Damn, what's the Page of Cups? You have the Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy here. Yeah, your intuition is also telling you that these people are connected to toxic connections. They have toxic relationships in their life, so they're just toxic. And they treat every situation in a toxic, immature way. It doesn't matter how old these people are. They're immature and they're acting like middle schoolers because they're toxic. They have toxic love around them, and that's what's growing. Okay, you have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like you've been patient, you know, and I'm going to give you your props. You, like I said, this is something that that's why the universe does not want you to get upset. I mean, you have all the right to get upset, but just don't, you know, don't. We're gonna see what the King of Wands is, but it's like don't take it so far. Obviously, feel your emotions, but don't take it far, but take it there. You know, I just feel like, you know, you've been way patient with this, and I feel like the universe is very proud of you because you've shown a lot of patience, and that's not easy for you to do, Aries, okay? And I feel like you know, this is great. But now when the Tower hits, you know, the universe speaks to us, right? Everything was fine, right? I mean, it wasn't fine, but it was okay. You were trotting, right? Slow and steady, right? Then the Tower is going to happen. Once the Tower happens, that's when you know, all right, no more slow. The slow is over. That's the green light. You've been getting that yellow light. Yellow. Now that green light is going to go and you zoom and you just go, all right? Because that's what it is. We're supposed to be patient for a certain amount of time. Once the environment changes, then we got to attack. You know, that we have to do what we have to do. And I feel like for you, it's ending something and taking a risk and just taking a leap of faith and just booking it, okay? And whatever this is. What is the King of Pentacles here? You have the Three of Pentacles. And they're also mad because you do it all by yourself. You got no help. Damn. How are you the King of Pentacles and you got no help? You doing it by yourself? No assistance at all? Wow. Wow, we need a whole community of toxic motherfuckers in order for us to get done what you're doing, and we don't even get close because we're toxic. The Four of Cups, you know all of this. The Knight of Pentacles, you've known all of this. But you know, a balanced Aries is not you know. I mean, I don't even think it's not even balanced because I've met some unhealed Aries who don't. I don't feel like who don't do this. I feel like it's just a thing that Aries, like, you're very freaking humble. You know, I don't think I've met an arrogant Aries, and if you have, then I don't know. I haven't. I have met unhealed Aries and liar Aries and whatever, but even the liar Aries were not arrogant. They weren't self-centered or I don't know, but I just feel like you're not the type to rub things in people's face. You're not the type to, you know, you're very humble with your stuff. So it's like, you're like, oh, you're hating, I know. Or you're just mad, I know. I got something else in the mail. You mad? I got another package. You mad? But it's time to do something about it, alright? What's the King of Wands in reverse? You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, you know, they're fake and fraud or phony. So, but you don't be a fake or fraud or phony. You know what I'm saying? You have the World here and the Four of Wands, okay? I feel like this is just completing something here, okay? You're still very solid. You're still very stable. Nothing is there. This tower is not knocking anything. It's not breaking anything. It's just shaking the room to get you know, all right, you can get up now. You can stop with the patientness, you know. I also feel like, you know, these people they could be a little vicious here or whatever. Or I feel like what you need to do is be forceful in a situation, but don't become a fake or fraud or phony, if that makes sense. It's like lay the law, but don't keep trying to lay the law, if that makes sense, because that's not your job, you know. Only address the situation when it needs to be addressed, and that's it. Do not keep trying to address the situation, because that's not then you'll become a fake or fraud or phony, because that's not your position here, you know, because you weren't doing that before or something like that. I just feel like it's gonna piss you off, and you're gonna want to be like, oh well, you know that I'm a boss, right? Don't do none of that, right? What's the Tower? You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like whatever's gonna, the unexpected thing is for them too. Is it? That's crazy. The Star, the Five of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of petty revengeful energy here. Okay, they're going to once you act forceful, and once you lay down the law because they decided to do something unexpectedly here. Okay, they're gonna get petty and revengeful. Like if you didn't have the right to, you know, this is like people who like you know, and with the Seven of Swords in reverse, you're gonna find out that it was strategic. You know, you're going to find out that they purposely did it at this perfect time, and they did it like this and like this and like this. Even though all of that happened, they're still going to try to get petty with you because you decided to lay down the law, because you decided to tell something about them. You cannot do something around an Aries, and an Aries ain't going to tell you what the fuck it is. An Aries will always tell you what the fuck it is. That's why Aries exists. Because ain't nobody else going to do it. Everybody else so fucking scared. Not Aries. Aries will tell you bugging. You better chill the fuck out. And Aries will fucking tell you that shit real quick. With no problem. No hesitation. And guess what? That is what Aries was meant for. That is what Aries was meant for. I always say this. Everybody needs an Aries in their life. Everybody needs that person that's going to push them a little bit. Anyways, I do feel like whatever this is going to be temporary, okay? They aren't going to try to be petty or revengeful back to you. It's going to be temporary. So don't worry, okay? I feel like, you know, this is not a situation where you're going to have to, like, you know, okay, don't start a war, Aries. Because that's what they want, okay? You said what you said, and that's what it is. And now they're mad because you said something. Oh, well. Don't be petty now, and don't be like don't feed into their energy, because now they're gonna get petty. Don't feed into that. You be the bigger person. You always be the bigger person, because karma's a bitch. Okay. The Ten of Swords is here, and there's a backstab, there's a betrayal that's pending for their asses. So that's why the universe does not want you to go overboard or overextend, because you might you know, you might cause a shift. There's a betrayal or an ending coming for these motherfucking communities. And if you get out of line, you can mess that up. So it's like, yes, say something, because something needs to be said, but that's it. Do not overextend. Do not overstay. You're going to want to with that Five of Swords, because they're going to be pushing on you. They're going to be pushing on you. You do not push back. This is not a situation where you push back. With the Sun and Wealth, you have too much to lose. So you're going to stay there looking cute, looking handsome, whatever, and figure out a way to end something and go in a new direction. That's what you're doing. Going in a new direction. Okay? I'm trying to think of an example, but it's going to take too long. And you know, it's stressed. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? You know what it is. The King of Pentacles is there. I feel like your money and stability is going to be doing well. Okay? The next card you have is Abundance in reverse. With Community, number 39, okay? So, I feel like this is about your work, your money, your stability, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys... What? Let me pull some cards first. What is Abundance in reverse and Community? You have the Six of Swords in reverse, the Judgment, the Justice card, and the Two of Swords. The Two of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles here. Libra energy here, Taurus energy, that's all that I have, okay? Somebody could have done you wrong when it comes to work or when it comes to something about your money and stability, okay? With the community here, I feel like there is going to be a group of people or some type of help or assistance that's coming in with this, okay? The Six of Swords is in reverse with the Two of Swords here. I do feel like somebody here wanted you to be stuck and not want you to have any direction. They wanted you to not be able to move anywhere, to be stuck and then sink, okay? I feel like somebody wanted you to be confused or in doubt here. Somebody wanted you to be trapped, you know, to return to trouble or to do something the same way that you always do it. The Judgment and the Justice card here, okay? But you are going to get good karma, good justice for the situation here, because with the Judgment here, I feel like you are you're making a final call here. You're doing something that is going to, like I said, you're not going to do something the same way, and they're not, and you know, they're going to lose, okay? The Two of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, okay? I feel like you are going to learn a lesson here about teamwork and collaboration. Okay? I feel like the lesson here was you had to learn how to work with people that didn't want to work with you. You had to learn how to work with people or someone who was jealous of your abundance, of your stability, that wanted to see you fail. That was a lesson here, you know. And you passed with the Hierophant upright. You passed, okay? With flying colors. Good for you. All right? And because you passed, the universe is going to bring you your true people. Look at that. The Emperor and the Three of Swords in reverse. Look at you showing up as the Emperor. Real boss-like, okay? I feel like you took charge of a situation with the Three of Swords in reverse, and that's why you're not leaving a situation in pain, because you took charge. What is the Two of Swords? You have the Hangman, okay? In reverse, yeah. These people or this person could be watching you here, okay? Thinking that you're going to act this way and do this and do that, okay? The King of Wands, but you did not do that at all. I feel like you stood there confidently, dummies. The Seven of Wands, and instead you protected yourself. You fought for something, you know? Like, I'm not gonna just sit here and allow y'all. What you thought I was gonna say? Just allow it? Are you dumb? What is the Six of Swords in reverse? I just love it, Aries, when you show them. Like, I'm a real boss. Let me show you. I'm a real leader. Let me show you. I get shit done. Let me show you. What's the Six of Swords in reverse? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like these people actually, and it's crazy because they want you to be stuck because they feel like you're too caring. You're too nice. You're too nurturing. It's like, man, get out of here with that nice shit. Man, you get out of here with that dumb shit. The fuck? The Queen of Wands. And you look good. And you smell good. They're like, damn, you look good. You smell good. You're emotionally compassionate. You're caring. Damn, nah, that's too good. That's too good. You gotta sit here. You gotta sink. Man, Judgment. And the universe is on their ass. They're being judged by the universe right now. They're being judged by everything. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You want somebody who is amazing to be trapped because you're not amazing? No, you gonna be trapped, you dummy. What's the Judgment? These people or this person is literally walking you right into teamwork, collaboration. People that are actually gonna work with you. Like, the fuck? What's the Judgment? You have the Lovers in reverse. Yeah. I feel like this person that is doing this, or the people that are doing this, are toxic. They have toxic hearts. They're black hole, I'm hearing. It's just crazy. It's time for their reckoning. It's time for them to get sliced the fuck up. The Seven of Swords in reverse and the Death card. Yeah, you're about to find out some type of ending that's gonna happen to them. Scorpio energy here. The fuck? They're about to have a real ass wake up call too. That I feel like half of the shit that's gonna be happening to them is because of what they did to you. If they would have left your money and stability the fuck alone, they would have been fine. But they want to fuck with your shit for no reason, because you're compassionate and you're caring, because you look good, you smell good, you're confident. Man, all you insecure motherfuckers are gonna get stepped on next year if you don't become secure. All you snakes are gonna get stomped on by stallions next year. Next year is the year of the horse. And you little snakes that are still deciding to be snakes, you're going to be a snake next year. And you're going to be walking around dodging and weaving. Because everybody around you going to be a fucking stallion. And they won't hesitate to step on a snake. What's the justice card? Whatever happened here, you're going to get good karma, good justice. Period. Freaking stupid ass people. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Your good karma, your good justice is more money, more abundance. Their negative karma is legal issues. Their money is not going to be doing good. Their stability is not going to be doing good. They're going to continue to be a fake, a fraud, a phony. They're going to continue to just be in lack. They could also be having issues with their health in some way, with food. Somebody could choke on some food. You have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, but this whole time you've been keeping it peaceful. This whole time you've been keeping it peaceful and you've been away from the shit. You've been independent, single, away from the drama, away from the shit. And they want to come onto your fucking porch and create a fucking drama and a shit. Okay then. So then take your karma that's coming for your ass. Take that shit. Because that karma that's coming for them is going to reveal who they are. They have a dark soul. Nothing good comes from that. They're going to realize, damn, I keep fucking up. All this negative stuff keeps happening to me. I'm not a good person. That's why negative shit keeps happening. I'm toxic. Look at how I treat people. You're going to be this person's wake-up call. Because not only are you going to surpass this lesson, you're going to find people that are actually going to work with you. And they're going to feel stupid and dumb. Thinking that is cool to oppress somebody who is actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because you mad that you can't do it. Maybe you're not supposed to do it. Not everybody can be the fucking president. Not everybody can be a manager. Not everybody can do this. Not everybody is meant for everything. And that's the problem. These people or this person probably want to be where you're at. They can't. You're not supposed to. And if you had it, you couldn't handle it. Because you toxic. Over here is flow. With Privileged Lady, number 12. Okay. I feel the universe wants you to go with the flow, Aries. Okay, I feel with Privileged Lady, you have obtained a lot in your life, a lot of money, a lot of stability, a lot of success, a lot of accolades, and you've worked your ass off. You've worked your ass off, and you deserve to go with the flow. You deserve to chill. You deserve to, today, I want to do this. And then tomorrow, I want to do this. You have worked your ass off, Aries. And you deserve to chill. All right? You deserve to woosah. You deserve it. I'm telling you. What is Privileged Lady and flow? I feel like it's really easy, Aries, for you to get shit done. That you maybe forget to have fun. You have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles at Hierophant in reverse, with the Five of Swords, okay? Aries energy here, Taurus energy here is all I have right now, alright? I feel like something here, okay, there's going to be plans that are not going to work out for you here. This could be about work here or some type of teamwork collaboration situation. It's going to be a delay there, okay? With the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Fool in reverse, it's a good delay though, okay? I do feel the universe wants you to go with the flow with whatever this is, because you not being able to work with a teamwork collaboration is actually really good, okay? It's actually going to free you from something. You're going to get some type of new awareness. Allow some type of plans to fall apart. Because I feel like you're going to realize, like, it's actually a good thing that I didn't do that. You have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant in reverse, okay? Because I feel like you have, with the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like you're going to realize, I have nothing to worry about, you know? I'm actually really good. The Ten of Pentacles, let me tell you what it says. Leaving a legacy, inheritance, wealth, financial security, long-term success, roots, family, ancestry, privilege, and affluence. That's crazy. Privilege is here twice, okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys are being favored by the universe right now, okay? Or you are favored in general, but I feel like it's because you are a good leader, okay? When the universe favors someone, it's because they are a great individual, right? It doesn't matter. Like for you, Aries, I always see you as a leader, as a boss, energy, whatever. So you're a good boss. You're a good leader, right? You lead people to help them to grow and expand. You're not a jealous person. You're not envious. You're not petty. You don't do that. You lead, and you are a boss with integrity, with confidence, with love, with compassion. Obviously, you are an Aries, so you put that hatchet down, but you also have love and compassion for them. You put that hatchet down because you care, not because you want to see them fail or because you want to be an asshole. You're a good boss. You're a good leader. You have a good head on your shoulders, which is why the universe is, that's why you guys have been in privilege for some of y'all, okay? The universe has favored you, okay? Because you have good intentions for others. Anyways, with the Hierophant in reverse here, I do feel like these people are not learning their lesson. They're not getting it. They're repeating the same mistakes, and that's why the universe is doing this. Because they're like, yo, if you continue to go down this route, it's just, and with the Five of Swords, they're being petty now. They're trying to get revenge, okay? Because they're mad that you're in the Ten of Pentacles, okay? You have all of this stability, whatever, and they don't. Okay, they think, but that's the thing. The privileged lady, it's not in reverse. So I don't feel they know that you deserve all the things that you have. I just feel they don't want you to have it because they can't. But it's like you can't have the things that you have in life because you literally aren't learning your lesson. That's the thing that people understand. Like they think that we're all supposed to learn the same lessons. It's under the same umbrella, but it looks different. Like a money lesson for you is gonna look different for them, but it's gonna be the same lesson about money, but it's going to look different. And I feel like these people or this person are kind of like trying to compare you two. Y'all cannot compare, people. Y'all life is different, man. And that's the problem. And that's why they keep repeating this. So yeah, they're mad. I don't care. That's why they keep repeating the same mistake over and over and again. They literally keep doing the same shit over and over again because they're too busy looking at you and trying to compete and be petty and revengeful to you when they should be minding their own business and figuring out why the freak they keep repeating their own shit. What is the Two of Wands in reverse? The Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, this could be about a marriage or a commitment. Okay. I do feel like you need to allow something to fall apart. Like, I feel like if you have to move or if you have to leave somebody or a situation, like, allow it. Maybe you have to do it quicker than what you thought or whatever. Allow something to fall apart. What's the Three of Pentacles in reverse? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, because I feel like it's like the situation is not working with you, So it's like, okay, well then, it's like the situation is rejecting you, so you got to get out. The people in the situation are not going to adhere to you. So you're going to have to figure out a way to get out of the situation. What is the Eight of Swords in reverse? You have the Five of Swords in reverse. And you're going to because you're not petty. You're not revengeful. You're not trying to get your lick back. You're not going to do that. You're just figuring out. You just want to figure out a way how can I continue with this flow. What's the Fool in reverse? You have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, and you're going to figure it out. I think you're going to get some type of help or assistance as well to do this here. Okay, but holding back is actually going to be very beneficial for you because you're going to be able to figure out how to continue to go with the flow, even though, there's some type of something fell apart. The Magician in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I do feel like you are thinking about walking away from something for good. But with the Magician in reverse, I feel like you need to be careful how you do that. And it's kind of like allow something to fall apart, but don't address it yet. Because I feel like you still have to keep something going. So it's like allow something to fall apart, but don't address it yet. Because if you do, you're going to manifest doomsday. Because I feel like there's still a lot of other things that have to happen before, you can walk away fully. So if you do something too quickly, it might mess up the feng shui. So it's like allow something to fall apart and just like leave it there. If that makes sense. Like just leave it there. Like don't clean it up. If a plate falls, obviously if a plate falls, sweep it. But this is just a metaphor, okay? it's like if a plate falls, like don't clean it up. Like just leave it there and then continue what you're doing and then go back to it. You will, once you go back to it, you will know exactly how to whatever. But I just feel like it's like you're not supposed to clean up the broken plate with a broom. Like you gotta do it in another way, but you wouldn't know that unless you just, okay, I'm gonna just leave that there and I'm gonna just do this. If that makes sense? And then go back to it. A justice card, yeah, because the universe is trying to give you good karma, good justice for this, and it's like it has to be done in a certain way, all right? But you will get good karma, good justice for this. All right, let's get you some advice. I feel like somebody feels like they're smarter than them. I feel like this is somebody who's trying to do you wrong. What a lame. What is sudden wealth and community in reverse? Anybody is smarter than you. If you're trying to do somebody wrong, anybody is smart. A dog! Because dogs are loyal to the bone. Dogs don't ever do anybody wrong. A dog is smarter than this person. A 7-year-old kid is smarter than this person. A 6-year-old kid. Any child under 7 is smarter than this person. What is this? What is sudden wealth and community in reverse? You have imagine, okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys are already imagining a better place. You're already thinking about being in a better situation because you don't even want to be here anymore surrounded by these people. A leg up, number 34. You will get some type of assistance or help to be able to get out of this situation, okay? But I do feel the universe wants you to start imagining what your new beginning is going to look like, what your new life is going to look like without these people around you. What is abundance in reverse and community? It's like, you know, Aries, you are the fool, but you're also the magician and tarot. I don't really call you much the magician, but you are. And I feel the universe wants you to start imagining, start creating, right? Start manifesting, be the magician, start like implementing how, like start creating that, start having that vision how your future is going to be, okay? Manifest that shit, all right? By the book, number 11. You got to do it the right way as well, okay? What is abundance in reverse and community? You have round and round, number 25, deep knowing, number 43, and why, number 31, okay? So yeah, I feel like, you know, I do feel like you're wondering, like, why these people are doing this or why this person is doing this or whatever. Like I said over here, it's because you're all amazing. That's what it is. Your money looking good. And the thing is that, too, like, we can't, you know, a lot of people, we can't see how people's money is doing, right? But by how they act, you can see. Because if you're not doing anything to these people or to whatever, and they're getting crazy at you, it's because your car is better, it's because you got more money, it's because something is happening where they're seeing that you're stable and they're not, and it's triggering them. That's why. Everybody's getting triggered now. You know, a lot of people that aren't, like I said, they were toxic as well. People that are not doing the work, it's showing in their body, in their physical life. Just by looking at somebody, just by talking to somebody, you could tell that somebody's toxic now. Because we are going to the year of the freaking horse next year, like I said. This was the year of the snake. All of these snakes we see you. We see you. You cannot hide. And next year is going to be the same shit. It's going to be the same shit. Okay, so just understand that people, even though, like I said, you just don't, it's like you're not seeing beyond a certain point, obviously, okay? But they lack something that you have a lot of, okay? And that's why this is happening. Round and round, I feel like you're not the first person, these people, or this person does this to, like I said, anybody, same situation here, anybody who is doing better than them, they automatically don't like. This is somebody who was put on this planet to be a hater for others. Like that's what it was. They were here to be a hater for others and just to obtain karma. They are karmic filled. That's why they're so toxic. They're like, fuck, if I have to live a life full of unjust, then I might as well be toxic. I might as well walk around and do whatever the fuck I want and mistreat people. That's why the universe said, okay, well, we have chosen you. If you're gonna choose the dark side, then we're gonna make you the target. Okay? With deep knowing, I feel like you're gonna know this. I feel like you know this. Like deep down, you know this person does this to everybody else. This person was brought here on this planet to be an asshole, to be a menace. Because this is a simulation, remember? And like in a video game, you need that little robot that's like trying to get you to not pass. You need opposition. In order for it to have the positive, you need to have the negative. So it's like deep down, you're gonna realize, you know what? This is just part of the process. This is just part of this level. Once I'm done with this level, you move on to the next one. Like that's really what life is about. Once you're done, but just know that new levels, new devils, right? The next level you get to there's gonna be another opposition. There's always gonna be an opposition all the time. But it matters on how you take care of it, how you handle the opposition, okay? What is privileged lady and flow? You have never-ending story. Number 37. Okay, yeah. I mean, Aries, you are born in Aries. Being born in Aries automatically makes you a target, because people, you and Scorpio are the one that gets the most hate. You and Scorpio. And you're just like, here we go again. Here we go again. Another hater. More people that cannot be okay with the fact that I have good stuff. Or here we go again. This person could be just doing the same shit over and over again, or it could be the same person, or you could be literally experiencing the same situation in different environments. Right? Growth is part of the process. That's just what it's gonna be, okay? With flow, upright, and privileged lady, upright, you know how to handle this because you went through this before. You know? You are going to run into people who are literally not healing, who are doing the same shit, who are literally stuck in a rut. You're gonna deal with them. But what did I say? It's about how you do it, how you handle it, right? You have truth be told, number 14. Yeah. And I feel like as long as you keep it honest and true within yourself, that's all. You can get through this. Honesty is the best policy. I always say that. And you're always going to have haters, Aries. You're always going to have people that are going to look at the things that you have gained and be like, oh, we see that you have that. And yes, you deserve to have it. But we don't want you to have it, though. We don't want you to have it because we don't have it. There's always going to be people like that. And you just got to be honest with yourself. And sometimes you're just going to have to take risks. Maybe more risks than usual. But that's your energy. So, time for a nap. I also think a lot of you guys could be taking more rest or sleeping more, okay? So that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this. And stay positive.